how GM plans to cut costs over the next 2 years, why NHTSA has opened a safety probe into nearly 2 million Ford Explorers, and how some automakers are following in Tesla's footsteps. Good morning, I'm Kristen Strakalaitis. Welcome to First Shift. More on those stories in a moment, but first, Toyota has been getting pushback about its decision to not completely phase out combustion engines like some of its competitors. But the automaker is fighting back with scientific evidence stating that EVs are not the only way to cap carbon dioxide emissions. It claims its multi-pronged approach, blending EVs, hybrids, and other green technologies, will do more good in the long term. Toyota believes this method will allow them to spread a limited supply of lithium among as many vehicles as possible. Also, because so many of its vehicles would be hybridized, the overall impact in reducing emissions would be greater than a smaller fleet of pure EVs. Staying on the topic of EVs, Michigan is aggressively pushing for an EV battery factory planned by Ford and Chinese battery giant CATL to be built in the States. The plant would bring $3.5 billion of investment and create 2,500 jobs. Michigan appears poised to land the lithium iron phosphate battery project. But Ford is keeping its cards close by not confirming when or where the plant could be built. If you have a Ford Explorer, listen up. U.S. auto safety regulators have opened a safety probe into nearly 2 million 2011 to 2019 Ford Explorers. This is after reports of the windshield trim panel detaching while driving at highway speeds. NHTSA says if a safety-related defect exists, it may send a recall request letter to the manufacturer. No injuries, accidents, or deaths have been reported. GM plans to make $2 billion in cost cuts over the next 2 years. The automaker's announcement comes after it posted its fourth quarter net income of $2 billion, a 15% increase, and a record pre-tax profit for the year. But despite its profit increase, it expects to generate similar or slightly lower earnings in 2023. GM says it will cut costs by partly reducing the size of its workforce, though the company is not planning any layoffs. CFO Paul Jacobson says, quote, "We are looking at hiring the only most strategically important roles, and we will use attrition to help manage our overall headcount." If you are in the market for a 2023 Mustang Mach-E crossover, you may be happy to hear that it could cost you less. Earlier this week, Ford said it would reduce the EV's price by $600 to $5,900 depending on the vehicle trim. This comes shortly after U.S. EV sales leader Tesla announced price cuts on its Model Y crossover, igniting a surge in demand. However, not all automakers are following Tesla's lead. Volkswagen CEO Oliver Blume says the automaker has no plans to offer discounts for its EVs. Thanks for watching. Be sure to go to autonews.com for more news, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter at @first_shift. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.